What's going on, guys? It's your boy Boxing Facts Over Fiction. I need you to do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. So you guys know Terence Crawford is one of my favorite fighters, if not my favorite fighter in boxing right now. He has the skills to pay the bills. Terence Crawford is now ranked number 1 at the welterweight division. In fact, I think Terence Crawford was ranked number 1 before he even moved up to welterweight. I remember checking BoxRec. If you're not familiar with what BoxRec is, it's a website that keeps track of all the boxers, their records, and their rankings. And they have Errol Spence ranked at number 2 and Crawford ranked at number 1 after his very first fight. And coming in at number 3 on BoxRec is Danny Garcia with a record of 34 wins and 20 KOs and only 1 loss, and that loss was to Keith Thurman, who is not willing to get in the ring to fight Terence Crawford or Errol Spence anytime soon. So there's rumor of Keith Thurman signing with Top Rank. Only time will tell. Coming in at number 4, we have Shawn Porter, who have beaten the likes of Adrian Broner, Adrian Granados. He's beaten Paulie Malignaggi. He's beaten some good guys in there. And he's at number 4. And he's lost to some good guys. He lost to Keith Thurman, who doesn't want to fight Errol Spence or Terence Crawford. And he lost to Kell Brook, who Errol Spence has beat. Shawn Porter at number 4. And the guy who everybody thought was number 1 at welterweight, Keith Thurman, who had 2 belts and was recently stripped of that WBC belt, which Shawn Porter and Danny Garcia will be fighting for. We have Keith Thurman listed as inactive and becoming a disgrace in the boxing world. Everybody makes fun of this guy. But Terence Crawford, the number 1 guy at welterweight, number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, has a whole lot of belts to his collections. Ring Magazine, Lineal belt, few WBO belt, few WBC belt, IBF belt. The guy has a collection, man. A collection. We seen Terence Crawford first time moving up to welterweight put on a spectacular show. The guy first time moving up to welterweight fighting a really big dude. And he just bullying him, outboxing him, just playing with his food. That's pretty much what he's doing here. Look, he's playing with his food. He's playing with Jeff Horn, just playing with him like, little boy, you can't do nothing to me. Terence Crawford made Jeff Horn look like a little boy. Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao, who many consider probably was the best at welterweight before Keith Thurman had the 2 belts. Because Manny Pacquiao is such a legend. Even if he's old, a lot of people still thought he was the number 1 guy at welterweight until he lost to this guy, Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn didn't win 1 round against Buck. Terence Crawford went in there, put on a boxing clinic, beat up on Jeff Horn every single round, and finally stopped him in the 9th round. This was a beautiful display of boxing. A lot of people were saying, oh, Errol Spence would have stopped him earlier than that. He's already been knocked out, so yeah. So the question then become, would Errol Spence be able to stop him earlier than the 9th round if he would have fought Jeff Horn when he was undefeated? But you guys got to remember, when a guy's undefeated and takes his first loss by a knockout too, he's never the same. A lot of fighters are never the same. It's hard for them to come back, especially from a guy like Terence Crawford, a vicious beating. So Errol Spence has a shot of beating him easier. If Jeff Horn fought another big elite fighter, Terence Crawford is not that much big, then Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn is way bigger than Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. But Errol Spence should be able to stop Jeff Horn sooner, being though he's already been knocked out. Come on, guys. But if he fought a young, undefeated Jeff Horn after he came off the win against Pacquiao, it would be a little harder. Now let's watch this masterclass of a performance, Terence Crawford versus Jeff Horn. Look at what Terence Crawford do. He based Jeff Horn to rush in so he can counter him. Every time Jeff Horn rushed, see that? He countered Jeff Horn with the right hook every time. He knows what he's going to do, you know. And Jeff Horn just couldn't land a clean shot, just couldn't. Every time he tries to come in, Crawford would be. Whatever Jeff Horn did, Crawford had an answer. Look, Crawford always first. If Jeff Horn tries to be first, he gets countered. Look. Counter. Crawford's just picking his shots. Crawford's being a bigger guy. Jeff Horn tried to bully Crawford on the rope. He's throwing shots, but everything's getting blocked. He can't get in Crawford's guard. Look, Crawford just tossed him like a little boy. Ooh. 4-piece combination. 3-piece combination. 4-piece. Look, Crawford is just baiting him in. Hit him with a jab a few times. You can't touch me. Right hand. I mean, this is just a boxing clinic. I understand why he's #1 at welterweight. If he beats a guy that's 5'10", almost 170, probably walks around at 200. He beats a guy this easy, doesn't even win a round. There's no reason why he shouldn't be #1. But BoxRec has Terence Crawford at #1. And I 100% agree with that. He's #1 welterweight. Man, I see Terence Crawford coming at welterweight, being very dominant, being all the top guys at welterweight. I hope those fights happen soon. Terence Crawford showed the world why he is pound for pound the best fighter in the world. He may not be the biggest trash talker, but he is fun to watch, man. He is fun to watch. He's everything you want in a fighter. That's Terence Bud Crawford. And one of the things I like about Terence Bud Crawford is the fact that this guy gets knockouts at the highest level. Terence Crawford gets knocked out at the highest level. I think every fight, all his major fights he has so far has all been knockouts. The only fight that I can remember that went to decision was against Victor Postol. Terence Crawford is the best thinker in boxing right now. I mean, he's 10 steps ahead of you before you're even trying to do something. I mean, the guy is a boxing genius. Boxing is 100% smarts, man. You have to be smart in there. I mean, you have to have some skills, but you have to be smart in there too. And he outsmarts just like Floyd Mayweather outsmarted all his opponents. Terence Crawford does the same. His ring IQ is second to none. He may have the best ring IQ in boxing, man. He knows everything in there. He knows where his foot should be. He places his shot perfectly. I remember Abel Sanchez gave Terence Crawford praise after this fight. He says Crawford picks the best shots, and he does. Look, every shot he makes count. Every shot. Terence Crawford makes every single shot counts. I mean, he just don't throw a punch. Look, almost knocked out Jeff Horn at the end of the round. He makes every single shot count. When the guy start punching, he doesn't throw a punch just to throw it. He throws a punch because he's about to set something up. Or as a counter shot. Look, he's just throwing the left hand because he's in the southpaw. He's just throwing the left hand like it's a jab. Terence Crawford is ambidextrous. So at any point in time, he can throw his left hand like it's a jab from the southpaw stand and just continue to throw the left hand, but it's a power shot. Look how he threw like 4 uppercuts right there. I mean, the guy, every punch he throws is calculated. Pushes Jeff Horn off him. But like I said, Terence Crawford is going to continue to dominate the sport we all love, boxing. I believe he's that good. I believe he's going to be the #1 guy standing at 147 when it's all said and done. Oh my God, did you see those combos? Damn, dropped him. Looked like Jeff Horn was about to do a cartwheel. He's going to beat everybody at 147 and move up to 154.